What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel Platinum Star 95, and we're back today with another Lego review. Not a new Marvel set, but an old Lego Endgame set that came out I think last year. So we're actually going to be talking about this set today, what's good about it, what's bad about it, all of that sort of stuff, okay? So this is Lego set number 76131, Avengers Compound Battle. 699 pieces, which isn't a lot when you consider that it retails for £90. Now, I don't know if you saw yesterday's video, but I obviously mentioned that I managed to pick up this set for £65, which is a pretty good deal considering it. I'm not seeing it lower than like £80 in the time it's been out. It's been out for over a year now, and it's barely gone on sale, so I was very lucky to pick this up for £65. But yeah, we'll just get straight into it, and we'll first talk about the minifigures. For a £90 set, I'm going to level with you, I'm not best pleased. Do you know what I mean? I'm really not that best pleased, because, I mean, if you look, obviously we've got the Outrider here, but this is a minifigure that we've got a ton of. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really count. I'm pretty sure you can pick one of these up on eBay for around, I'd like to say like £2.50. They're not expensive at all. So yeah, not great on that front. Then we'll come to Iron Man. Now this is a nice Iron Man variant. I'm not going to pretend it's not. It's kind of like the Heartbreaker from Iron Man 3, but with less gold. Again though, like the torso and the legs and the helmet are all the same as the other ones from Infinity War and Endgame. So, you know, I'm not best pleased by it, but I always like getting a new Iron Man variant. So it's very nice. If you can see, I'll see if I can bring it a bit closer. There's the torso printing and the helmet, and there's the back printing, and there's the leg printing. But yeah, just a bit sort of disappointing, really. Then we get into Nebula. Now this is, and Ant-Man. Don't forget Ant-Man. Obviously, that's not really, you can't really see the detail. There he is. That's Ant-Man. That's meant to be a minifigure. Unreal. But yeah, here we've got Nebula, who's actually probably my favourite minifigure from this set, actually. I mean, I just love the headpiece. It's an upgrade on her old headpiece, definitely. And she's wearing, obviously, the Time Heist suits that pretty much one of every minifigure has in the Endgame sets, apart from the Iron Man's laboratory, like Iron Man's office, lab, I don't know what it's called. When I come to reviewing it, I'll let you know what it's called. But yeah, nice. I'm happy with Nebula. I will say that I'm happy with Nebula. I'm not too displeased with Iron Man. It's just whenever you throw Iron Man into a Lego Marvel set, we don't care anymore. We've had too many of him. So yeah. Anyway, they're the minifigures. We'll move them out of the way. Oh no, wait, I forgot the other one. Now, this is obviously Captain Marvel. Pretty bog standard. I'm just looking, and it's exactly the same as the one from the Captain Marvel, actual official Captain Marvel set, the Skrull Attack, I think. So, a bit disappointing there. And now, don't get me wrong, we've got comic book variants of her over the years, which I don't actually own, because obviously there is a Captain Marvel that came in an Avengers space set, I think, with the big giant space Stark jet. But I never got that, and I'm still looking to pick it up, but it's really extortionate now. But yeah, you know, it's a Captain Marvel. Everyone likes Captain Marvel, but again, we've already had her, so bit disappointing there. But yeah, anyway, now we're getting to the big figs. Here we got Hulk. Now, I do like this Hulk. I'm not going to pretend I don't. I like the fact that his hair's longer than other Hulks and like a bit more messy and less sort of like minifigure hair, I'd say. And he's smiling, which is nice, because obviously if you haven't seen the movie by now, big spoilers, the Hulk and Bruce Banner merge and make one person, and this is essentially what they end up like, Professor Hulk. Yeah. And then we get into probably the worst hero of the whole thing. I hate this hammer build. Stupid. And yeah, this is Thanos. Doesn't look anything like Thanos. If anything, I'd say the other Thanos from Infinity War sets is way better. Do you know what I mean? Let me grab it and we'll compare them. 2 seconds, hang on. Here he is, he's right up here. Bang. There you go. So we've got, this is Infinity War Thanos. Yeah, this is Endgame Thanos. I'm sorry, I mean, I like the arm detailing, but I think this is a better Thanos. Anyway, if you're watching, let me know down in the comments which Thanos you prefer. Look, this has got like purple print on it. It's lovely. So yeah. But yeah, Thanos was obviously very, very, very disappointing, I think. But yeah. So yeah, that's the minifigures out the way anyway. Let's get on to the first build, which was actually this little car. What do I want to say about this? It's unnecessary. They've just thrown it in to sort of build up pieces and parts numbers. I mean, I don't think anyone in the film, apart from Tony Stark, who drives an Audi R8, really you've seen them actually driving a car. So, I don't know what this is for. I don't really know. Now, I will say this. If you watched my video yesterday, I did go pretty hard on the endgame sets. However, I do want to say that obviously the people making the sets didn't know what happened in the movie, so they had to guess, and I do get that, but still, it wasn't very good for the endgame wave. But yeah, a nice car, but unnecessary, and, you know, I've found nowadays you can't have a building build, like a big unit like this, yeah? You can't have that without having a helicopter. Do you know what I mean? Any hospital set, any fire station, any police station, every single one of them's got a helicopter. I don't see why. I don't even think there's a helicopter in the movie. Do you know what I mean? So, pretty pointless. I mean, good playability in the sense that, obviously, I like these. These are very cool when you fire all the studs off and stuff. And there's mobility back here and, you know, mobility here. But it's a helicopter. Like, there's not much to say about it, really. It's just a helicopter that we've got 1,000 of before. So, yeah. But yeah, anyway, we'll get into the actual build now. I'll take you off the tripod and you can have an actual look. So this is obviously the entrance where the car's meant to go. Obviously, that's quite nice. This, you know, this does go up, which is actually a system that I really, really do like. I will say that. The system for the door coming down and up is very cool. I do like it. It's impressive. It's impressive. I'll say that. You've got stud shooters up here. Obviously, 2 sets of stud shooters. I was thinking about maybe buying another one of these sets and building it on top of each other, and you could see how big you could make it, because I feel like we're actually missing a giant sort of build for the Avengers base, which would be nice. Like Avengers Tower, I know we've had 2 of them, and we've got the new ones coming out, but it's not big enough. I want like a UCS one. So yeah, that does go in there, eventually rolls in there. Obviously there's no back, so you can access it from the back, which is a nice feature again, I will say that. Obviously you've got a little gun radar, I don't know what you call it. This is nice, I do like that, because I feel like we've been missing that from big Avengers sets, like the actual Avengers logo. So yeah, there's that. I'll spin you around and you can get a look. Obviously you get all these tools here, which is nice, but that's all there is to say about that section. Do you know what I mean? You get the tools and that's it. I love this, by the way. I've not seen this before, and I'm a really big fan. So yeah, and then we get into the actual base, as it were, compound. Obviously, you've got your Infinity Gauntlet in there. Just a bit boring. Do you know what I mean? It's just all a bit boring. You've got, you know, your rod shooters here, which are quite nice. Look, I don't even know how you activate them. Do you squeeze? No. Do you just push? No. Yeah, there you go. Look. It's a bit rubbish, if you ask me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, spin you around. We'll spin you around, and you can have a look in the back. So here we've got the back. Obviously, this is... I did like this on the build. I'll give you this. This is nice. I like how they've created sort of the laser door effect. If these were in red, I'd like them a lot more. But I've just had a thought. You could use red studs with holes in, and stick them in and then plug them into that. It wouldn't be as sturdy, but it would look nicer, and it would come together for a cleaner look. Obviously got the Infinity Gauntlet there, with only 2 stones. I think the Time Stone and the Mind Stone, or is it the Power Stone? That, I mean, purple is the Power Stone, so I don't know. Not my best sticker placement, right there. Not very good. And then upstairs, just sort of a seating area, which I guess is reminiscent of when they're in the movie where they're sort of in their office and Black Widow and Steve are talking, or Captain America are talking. So, yeah. But what are my overall sort of thoughts and opinions on this set? Well, the good things about it is a big set. I'll give you that. It is a big set. If you're buying this for your child, or if you're buying this for, you know, someone who loves Lego and that sort of stuff, I can understand the appeal of buying it, especially if it's on sale. Do not pay retail £99, £89 for it. I will tell you this now, it's not worth It's not worth £89. It's just not. It's too much for a Lego set of this caliber. It's just not. They're just not worth it. I'm going to say that honestly. It's just not worth £89. It's just not. It's not good enough for £89. For £89, you'd be expecting a lot more. Do you know what I mean? But pros, you know, the size is good. The build was, I'm not even going to say challenging, because it was quite easy. You just breeze through it. It's just a shell. You don't have anything else. It's just a shell. So it's a bit annoying. Some of the minifigures are nice. The big figs, one's okay. But yeah, I'm going to say it. It's a big letdown, this set. I almost regret. I'm glad I picked it up for £65. But I regret picking it up for £65 as well, because honestly, I know it's going to skyrocket in price in the next year or two, and you'll end up looking at like 100 and 110 for this. But if I were you, if you're collecting Lego Marvel, or you're interested in buying this set, please buy it now. Buy it now before it goes out of stock and they retire it and it just skyrockets in price, because I'm telling you, this is not worth £90. But if you buy it now, you're going to be saving yourself in the future. It's a bit like with Age of Ultron. There's the Hydra Fortress attack set. I never picked that up. It was £60 when it came out, and I said, no, that's not worth it. And now I'm looking at about £110 for it. So, you know, I would advise buying it now, but if you don't want to, if you're not interested in this set, it's not worth it. That's the long and short of it. It's really not worth it if you're not interested in Lego Marvel, or in just, well, yeah, in Lego Marvel. If you're not interested in collecting Lego Marvel, or you've got a child, or you haven't got a child who's obsessed with Lego Marvel, don't get it, because it's not worth it, okay? But all in all, I'm glad I've got it, because I need it for the collection. But yeah, just a big letdown, really, if you ask me. Just a big letdown. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for watching. If you do, any new subscribers around here, thanks very much. My Instagram will be linked in the bio, and obviously go and check that out. That's where this all started. My Lego actual collecting journey started on Instagram. So yeah, yeah, just go and check that out. And if you could like, subscribe, that would be great. If you're not interested, don't worry. But yeah, thanks, guys. I should be back with another video tomorrow and a couple of posts on Instagram today. And I might even, if I'm bored later on, I'm going to post another video, depending on how this one does. But I don't want to just churn out content right now and run out of ideas. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and peace.